the explanation of chapter 2, impact of population on environment. And before the beginning of every chapter, there are there is the use and the topic basic given, characteristic of population, impact of population, and what is the result of overpopulation. So it begins that we know that if the population of any place, of any country or any place is more, so what happens? So before we start, it is giving definition of population. It is the number of people who are inhabiting a particular area. How many people are living in an area? And the study of population is called demography. And this is taken from the word demos, which means people. How the number of people are reduced or increased. So people in a population will be increased when they are born, and the population will decrease when they are dying. So when the people die, population will decrease, and the mixture of this results in the growth of population. The population size and change play such a fundamental role in the human societies that they have been the subject of theorizing for millennia. So population is considered very important in history also. Most of the religious traditions have something to say on this, meaning the population is not only controlling the place, but it also controls the religious. So as did many of the leading figures of the ancient world, the whole history of the world is related to the population. These are the biological. There are some theories which are related to population, and these theories are, the first is the biological theory. It talks about the fertility rate and the health. Fertility rate and the health, how the people are born, and people who are able to live because of the good health. So there is a topic of population which is explained in theoretical form here. And in this, if you see at the bottom of this, there is a chart given here. This is showing rate of population growth in developed Asia, America, and Africa. So you can see that these are some points which are mentioned here, and the color of each graph which is shown here, developed nations are shown with a blue line. Asia is shown in this, Africa is shown with the blue line. So you can see the developed countries number is zero point 0.5, and this is a percentage growth in the population, and in the African nations the growth is higher. So this is just a graph, and it says that there are some theories which are related to population. These theories discuss about population gradients and the food resources. One of the recent theories is the optimum population theory. Optimum population, optimum is the exact, and the maximum population theory. The growth of a population is not always wild. Not always wild means the population will not keep on growing, and there is a limit to it if there are enough resources available. So normally in biology it is said that population of any place, or if we talk about bacteria, it will keep on growing, it will keep on growing. But according to theory, it never happens. The population of bacteria grows millions. One bacteria can grow into multiple bacteria within less time, but it normally does not happen because of there are different factors which control. Similarly, human population is also dependent on it. The characteristics of population are, these are attributes or the characteristic. The population means the density, it is the number of people who are living. So these names and titles you must know. Density of population is when you say a population is dense, it means more people are living. Then second is natality, it is the number of individuals born. So if the natality factor of a place is higher, then we say that the population will increase faster. Then the mortality, it is the number of deaths occurring in per unit area. So population is controlled by these things, in which the first is, there are the attributes of a population are diversity and the density. The natality, the number of individuals who are born per unit area in 1 year. Mortality is the number of deaths which are occurring in one area. Then the migration. if you talk about your own state, then the population will depend on this. And the most important factor, which is the migration. Migration is where the people move from one place to another place. This, the reasons could be any. It could be that they want to change the place, if they want that in search of job or anything. So if more people will go to a place and start living there, population of that place will increase. Then the next thing which affects the population, which are the part of population, is the dispersal. It is the rate at which the individuals emigrate out of the population, which they move out or they are spreading out. Then is the growth rate. It is the net result of the number of individuals present in an area after considering national. What is the net rate? It will include how many people are born, how many people are dying, how many people are moving out, and how many are coming back. The total will show the population of a place. Then is dispersion. It is the method or ways in which individuals are distributed. Three patterns which describe the dispersion. They are random distribution. The population of a place will depend on distribution, and the distribution of a population will depend randomly. Every place will not have same number of people. Some places will have more population, some people will have less. So there is a random distribution in which the occurrence of the population. So first word is random, which means it is just any number can be there. Second is union distribution, in which are more uniformly distributed, and clumped distribution, in which are more randomly distributed. First is random, in which the population is more same for all. Then second is where are more uniformly distributed, where the each type, if you talk about religion or if you talk about a particular caste, then some more people are living in one area, in another area also. If everywhere the number of people belonging to a religion are living in the same area, then it is a uniform distribution. And the third is clump distribution, in which people are more randomly distributed. The number is not same. The most important characteristic of a population, in addition to its size at which it is expanding, are the ways in which members are distributed. So according to the age, sex, ethnic or age. So when you talk about, like, there is a population survey done by the government, it is done on these things. It is done on the base of age. What is the age of a person? What are male and female, ethnic quality, or the racial character? Like there are surveys done in which they ask that you belong to which religion, then you belong to which category, general. So these are some criteria in which population distribution is there. And the population is classified according to a pyramid. So this is a diagram of age distribution, which is a pyramid. It is a bar chart. Bar means this is a rectangle which you are seeing. It is showing these are the age groups. On this side there are ages written, and here it is the millions of people. So you can see 0 to 5, which is the age of age group. So 0 to 5 is the number of children who are born. This is more, and the number of people between 75 and above are less. It means the pyramid of every country or every place is decided by the this type of growth. So if any country is having more in the population at the base, like more children are born and there are people who are living up to 75 and more. So if it is the graph of this type, then it is a pyramid in which the length of each represents the number of people in a particular age. So the green rectangles which you see in your books, it is the age group. The base of the chart decides the people who are born, 0, newly born up to 5 years. Above it, the number of people who are more than 5. So children age is there. In most of the population of older is smaller. So if you talk about population of different countries, then people who are old, their number is less, and people who are newly born is more. If this is the graph of any, if this is the chart of any country, then it is considered that the country has a healthy population. More people are born and less people are dying. And this is considered, so the chart narrows towards the top. You are seeing that this chart is becoming narrow towards the top, so this is becomes a pyramid and is more or less triangular. So youthful populations are represented by, youthful population means the population in which more young people are being born. Like in this pyramid, you saw that more children, number of children who are born 0 to 5, that rectangle was more. So it means this population will have more young people and it will have less old people. And a narrow apex, while older population means, young population means more young people are born, and older population means where the newborn children age is less, and elderly people, this this one will be more longer. So if children are born and the number of people who are living, they are also more, then it means the population is living up to a longer age. So it will be called, one is youthful population and the other is the elderly population. So population pyramids depict three characteristics: high fertility, rapid growth, and low fertility. High fertility means how fast it is growing. Rapid population is the growth at the speed of the growth, and the low fertility is the slow growth. High fertility is in which more people are born. Rapid population in which the population people are born very fast, and low fertility in which the growth is slow. Example in the United States, and a very low in West Germany, where West Germany people, if people are more elderly, then these are the areas where people were affected by the COVID. During this time, the population where more young people were born, there the people, death of the people was less, and the place where less people are born, there more people died. So distribution of land, so these are various factors of the population. Then another aspect is distribution of land in which the people are living. They are distributed naturally in a well defined order, but in the industrial countries the land is misused in the order. And if more people are living in an area and the land and the industries are being there, so the population will increase, but we will need more place for setting up the industries. In these factories we are depleting the beautiful features of the earth. If more population will be there, then we will need more industries and therefore the earth will be affected. Due to the increasing rate of population, stress on the environment has been increasing. So there is a stress on the environment and the nature is affected. There is a stress which affects, and this is caused by the population growth. And because of this there is a pollution increase, there is pollution of land, water, and noise pollution is there. There is erosion of air, soil, and overcrowding. All of these maintain a constant pressure on the environment. But the root cause of these factors is, so there is pollution, so environment is affected, nature is affected, and if we read, then the main cause of this is